And what the world doesn't have quite correct, I hear people say all the time that I don't understand why God would send anybody to hell and why certain people get to go to heaven. And sometimes we got to correct these folks and let them know, Stefan, none of us was worthy of going to heaven. Well, none of us are good. Not a single one of us is good. Not me, not you, not grandma, not grandpa. None of us is good. We only get to go because he thought we was worth saving. He thought good enough of us that he came after us. None of us, we were all destined to go where it was that we don't, where we were destined to go. But he thought we were good enough and we were worth saving. Praise team, you sung your hearts out today. I appreciate you, ladies, more than you know. I feel good energy up in here today. I think we're gonna do something. I am excited to be with you guys on this afternoon. I am Pastor Keith. Welcome to Sunrise Christian Fellowship, where joy comes in the morning. Woo! So happy to have so many friends, family, everybody that's in here with us on this afternoon. We are still in our series about discipleship, and we are in our division of talking about following Jesus to victory. We are working this whole thing about victory and how we're going to get to victory. And so one of the things that happens when you are a preacher is sometimes God will give you a message when it's not meant for the week that you're supposed to deliver it. So this particular message I've been holding on to for about 3-4 weeks, and I had it in the pocket, but I knew he wanted me to preach I Can't Lose first before we get to what we're going to do today. And the thing that trips you out when you're preaching, you hear something good, you can't keep it to yourself. It's like a secret that you just can't hold on to. So I told a couple of other preachers about this message ahead of time. And I'm like, God, they gave me this message, y'all. Listen, it's so good. Like, I can't believe he gave it to me. Like, it fits perfect. Right along with Follow Me to Victory. And everything is going all right. And it looks like it lines right up. And Bishop said to me last week, she said, oh, I got something for you about that message you told me you're going to preach next week. And I said, okay, good, 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 good. And so she sends me this YouTube video of this gentleman by the name of Dr. Dewey Smith. And Dr. Dewey Smith, 2 years ago, preached my entire message in 6 minutes. Did the whole thing in 6 minutes. Broke my heart because I just knew God gave me fresh revelation. He ain't never told nobody this word right here. He been holding on for this one since the beginning of time, just to give it straight to me. But I appreciate the fact that when God wants a word to go out, it's independent of time, it's independent of place, it's where it needs to be, when it needs to be said. And so I want to make sure that I give the man of God a shout out because he did do this sermon almost 2 years ago. It's not verbatim. I ain't biting the whole thing, but I hope to meet him someday and tell him, hey, man, God sent me the same thing, and I thought it was fresh until you blew it out the water in 6 minutes. So we're going to go ahead. Let's get into this word that God has for me. We're going to a different place than where Dr. Smith went to pull this word out, but it's still good. We're going to go to 1 Kings. We're going to be talking about Elijah and King Ahab on tonight. We're going to do chapter 17. We're going to do verses 1 through 10. And then we're going to hop over to chapter 18 and do verses 1 and 2. There is a pattern that we're picking up here that Elijah is doing that we're going to be talking about this whole time. Y'all go ahead and read this because I'm going to be talking the rest of the time. Y'all go ahead and read this good old story Elijah is talking about. Let's go to verse number 1. Let's read it together. Now Elijah was a in Gilead, told Ahab, as surely as the Lord, the God of Israel, lives, the God I serve, there will be no dew or rain during the next few years until I give the word. All right. Then the Lord says to Elijah, go to the east and abide by Kerith Brook, near where it enters the Jordan River. Drink from the brook and eat what the ravens bring you, for I have commanded them to bring you food. So Elijah did as the Lord told him and camped beside Kerith Brook, east of the Jordan. The ravens brought him bread and meat each morning and evening, and he drank from the brook. But after a while, the brook dried up, for there was no rainfall anywhere in the land. Then the Lord said to Elijah, go and live in the village of the Zarephath, near the city of Sidon. I have instructed my will there to feed
So he went to Zarephath. As he arrived at the gates of the village, he saw a widow gathering sticks, and he asked her, "Would you please bring me a little water in a cup?" And she laid it on in the third year of the drought. The Lord said to Elijah, "Go and present yourselves to King Ahab. Tell him that I will soon send rain."
Yeah.
So Elijah went to appear before Ahab. Meanwhile, the famine had become very severe in Samaria.
I'm so glad that y'all struggle with those words. I don't feel so bad when I was trying to practice this and I was messing up on the exact same words. So we all in the same vein. As you get ready to take your seats on tonight, we're going to be talking from the concept, from the thought process, and from the exact setup of victory formation. We're going to be talking about victory formation. Now, for those of you that do not know what victory formation is, victory formation is most commonly a football nomenclature word that is utilized when a team pretty much has the win sold up, but the time on the clock is not quite done yet. So we still got more game left to play, but as long as we keep going the way that we going, this thing is pretty much all but over at this particular point. And so what they do is they set up in a certain kind of way. It's called the victory formation. It's a strategy that teams use to end the game while protecting the team from potential turnovers, which means giving the ball to the other team, and injuries, which means we won't want to hurt none of our people, all while securing the win. All right, that's what the victory formation is. I need some guys up here. If you've played football or you know football, you played Madden, I need about 5, 6 guys to come on up here real quick. I need y'all to get this. I need y'all to see what we're talking about. Steph, since you first, you're going to be my Jason Kelsey. All right, so we got you here. And we got Matthias, okay. All right, we got Tony. We don't. We got Mark and yeah, okay. Brother Nine. And we got brother. All right, now I got a line. I got a line. There we go. I need y'all to just put your hands on your knees because I'm shorter than all of y'all. So that way you can see me. I love it. Well, I'm back. I'm here. Now, the way that this usually looks when you play football, right? You have these big guys up front. They're called the offensive line, right? And these fellas are big guys, but they're athletes. They have been training all year. They have been practicing all year. They have been, y'all don't bring your legs out. Be here just for a second. They have been doing all this hard work all year long in order to be able to play. They have all these different plays. There are some teams that have hundreds of offensive plays where we can move this guy over here and we can shift this guy over there and we can bring in the wide receiver this way and we can do all these little fancy movements and whatever the case may be. And then you have the quarterback back there and we do all these different things that we can do. But when we get into the victory formation, everybody comes in real tight. Okay. And we bunch in real close to each other. And everybody on the team comes in, and the wide receivers come in, and the running backs come in, and everybody's all bunched together, and we're close like this in the victory formation. Now, these athletes that have been training sometimes 9 months out of the year are now who can do all kinds of stuff, can bench 300, 400 pounds, squat 500, 600 pounds, can jump 48 verticals or whatnot, are now in the position to run what we call the victory formation. Now, in the victory formation, there is only one play that you run in the victory formation. The play goes like this. With all this talent and all this greatness and all this power and all this ability and all this mental acuity that we have, and you got a quarterback who's usually the most important player on the team that can throw the ball 50, 60 yards and can see things and can call out everything, and he knows what everybody else is supposed to do and what everybody else is supposed to do. This is the play. Y'all ready? All right. Ready, set, and the center hands the ball to the quarterback, and he takes the knee. That's the play. That's the play. Wasn't that good? Y'all want to see it again? So this is how it goes. This is how it goes. This is the victory formation right here, right? We were ready to go. We lined up. We in tight. We're ready to go. Ready, set, high. And he gives the ball to the quarterback. and he takes me. And that's the play. Y'all not impressed? Well, let me explain it to you. Thank you, fellas. Y'all stay close, because I'm going to need y'all in a little bit. Let me explain it to you. These players and all of these players that they have, they do all this stuff. And the victory formation, like I said, what it's designed to do is it's designed for us to be able to win the game without hurting each other and without having any turnovers, right? But when you take a knee, what you're signaling to everybody on the field and the team that you're playing against is that you are not going to do anything else to go any further up the field. We're not going to advance. We're not going to try to do anything else other than take a knee. When you take a knee, you're signaling to everybody that the play is over, that the play is dead, that we're not doing anything else. That's it. That's all. But the thing that God wants us to understand about the victory formation is it's the only play that is in this formation. And it's the only one that he wants you to run. He wants you to receive the ball and he wants you to take a knee. Now, let me explain what taking a knee means. When you take a knee, taking a knee is a sign of submission. It means that you have submitted under something. In war times, if you were going to pledge your allegiance to another general or to another army, you had to show up and do what was called bending the knee. Your leader has to show up to the other leader and they have to get down on one knee and they call it bending the knee. It comes from the Latin word juniflicio. Y'all glad I didn't put that one up there. Juniflicio, and juniflicio literally means kneeling on both knees rather than one. So the way it used to work was you had to get down on both knees. If you lost a battle and you lost a war, in order for your men to be saved, you had to go before the other person and you had to bend the knee down on both knees. As time evolved, taking one knee was good enough. This is the play. And God is trying to help us to understand that a lot of you are in victory formation. He's put you in victory formation. The hiccup that you have is that you will not run the play. He needs you to just simply run the play as it was designed. Don't make any adjustments. Don't call no audibles, no hot routes, no motion, no, I got a better. No, he wants you to simply just run the play. In other words, he needs you to receive what he's giving you and submit. Receive the ball, take a knee. Receive what I've given you and submit. That's the play for victory formation. If you stay in it, you're going to win. There's nothing that the enemy can do about it. See, Elijah, in 3 different times in those scriptures that I put up there, 3 different times, Elijah is showing you that he's running the victory formation. Back in the beginning of chapter 17, God announces that he's putting Elijah in the victory formation. He says, listen, I need you to go tell the king that there ain't going to be no rain until I tell you to tell him that it's going to rain again. And so he goes and he tells the king that, and then he says, now the word of the Lord comes to Elijah. He received what the word said, and he's told him to go and hide. In the victory formation, you have this quarterback who is so talented, can throw the ball any and everywhere, knows everybody's job, knows what everybody is supposed to do. And yet, with all this talent, with all this skill, with all of these things that he has the ability to do, God, in the victory formation, you're asking him to do basically nothing. You're telling him to do very, very little. That's all we need you to do. In order for this to happen, you're supposed to do very, very little. And so you have the man of God, Elijah, who is a prophet that is well known in the land. And here you have God telling him, I need you to go and I need you to hide. During a famine, I need you to go and I need you to hide. And I need you to sit somewhere and I need you to hide out over here. And I need you to basically do practically nothing. And he does. But our problem is we like to meddle. Our issue is we don't know how to sit down. And our problem is we love to say, let go and let God. and we never let go or let God. We don't do either one of those things. We gonna let us be God is what we go live by. So we have this problem where we aren't used to being in the victory formation. We're not used to what it looks like. We're not used to what it takes to stay in it. Our problem is victory to us looks like what it is to the world. You have to work to get victory. You have to war to get victory. You have to will your way all the way to victory. The way victory looks like to us is we got to run over our enemies. We got to trample over them. We got to put our foot on their neck. We got to show them up in every step. We got to dominate them in everything we do. We got to push them all the way. We got to beat the enemies that we have in our life so bad that people are cheering our name and shouting our name and how good we are, how strong we are, amazed at how skilled we are in order for us to be able to get victory. But what God is trying to help all of us tonight, and I really hope you catch it, is God is trying to let you know a win is a win. A win is a win. You ask anybody who actually plays any sport. I don't care if you win by a point or you win by 100. A win is a win. It's still a win in the W column. But our thing that we have an issue with about the victory formation is we don't oftentimes like how we look while God is trying to get us to the win. He's trying to get us all the way to the win in the finish line. And he's letting you know, I've already set it up. It's already going to happen. There's nothing that can be done. As long as you stick to the play and run the play, you're going to end up winning. Our issue is we don't like how we look when we're winning. Let me come down y'all street. In football, there's two clocks that you have to pay attention to. There's the game clock. Ladies, stay with me. Because I promise you, you're going to be able to impress your uncles, your brothers, you know what I mean? You're going to show up on a date and be like, you're looking at the screen like, what's going on with the game? Just stay with me. Just stay with me. You have the game clock. The game clock tells you how much time is left before the game is actually over. Then you have the play clock. The play clock is a lot less than the game clock. And the play clock resets time and time again. What the play clock tells you is how much time you got before you have to do something. You got to run a play. You only got 40 seconds before you got to do something. And our problem is that we cannot see the game clock of our life. We can't see how long we got left on this earth. We don't know how long God is going to keep us in this season. We don't know how much longer God is going to take his time doing what he's doing. We don't know what is going to take or how much longer we're going to be in this uncomfortable position. But what we do know, what we can feel, what we can see is we can see that play clock. We know how long it's going to be before we got to do something. The bill is due on the 13th. I know how much time I got before I got to do something. I can feel it right now. Something's happening to me on the inside. I know I need to do something. And what you have to grab is what Elijah was going through while he was running the victory formation. So let's backtrack. He's sitting in this place where God has him hiding, and ravens are bringing him food every day, bread and meat, day and night. But there's also a drought going on that he was a part in initiating. And so this brook is bringing him water. I can only imagine the man of God sitting there in the afternoon after he's already ate all the bread and meat and he's feeling a little hungry, and he's probably saying to himself, I am an able-bodied man. I can go get me some food. I can go get some of this stuff. Why does God have to do everything for me? Let me help the Lord out and go look for some water. Let me help God out and go get me some of this over here. Let me go do some stuff to make sure that I can show God that I can do some things too. Let me show him what I got, all these skills. Lord, why did you give me all of this training? Lord, why did you give me all of these ideas? Why did you give me all of these resources? If really what you're asking me to do is absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But I can feel I need to do something because it's a drought. So day after day, It's a little less water. And it's a little less water. And it's a little less water. The water's starting to look a little muddy. It wasn't as clean as it was the day before. And Lord, I can feel something happening that's going on here. God, you know my situation now. You know I got this doctor's appointment coming up. I can feel it coming. Something's coming on this way. Lord, you know that if they come over here bothering me again, you already know something's coming. I'm looking at the play clock and I'm trying my best to stay in this victory formation that you got me in and not do anything. But in a minute, I'm going to have to bust a move because I can see that something's coming. We have those problems where we want to defend ourselves. I can shut all this down because I got all the receipts. I kept the text messages. So while they in there lying on me, I got all the evidence I need to shut all this down if I want to. And you want me to just sit here and do. I need to talk to some people that understand. Where are my people that always got something to say? You always got to come back. You always got to clap back. You always got, you know what I'm saying? You ain't going to never get the last word. I know y'all in here somewhere. You ain't going to never get the last word. You was the kid that mumbled underneath your breath as you was going, what did you say? Nothing, I can't stand. Where those people? Because these are the people that understand what I'm getting ready to say next. Sometime in the hardest price you ever have to pay in order to achieve victory is to do absolutely nothing. I'd rather you beat me up than just tell me I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing. I can't say
Nothing. So much to say.
But we have to pay close attention, Kayla, to what happened here. Because what we don't understand about the context of the day is that Elijah was eating bread and meat twice a day. In those times, only wealthy people ate meat, and they did that once a day. So you have Elijah over here with all his skill set and everything that he knows to do, basically being put in victory formation where he's not allowed to do a whole lot, and yet he's eating better than anybody else is eating while in a drought. He's got food and he's got bread and and he don't even have to work for it. All his needs met without sweat, as pastors like to say. I've never seen a bird bring me no food, but I'm just saying, if a bird brought me some steak and potatoes every single day and some sparkling water, I don't know. Like maybe I might be all right with just sitting over here doing absolutely nothing underneath the tree. But I need you to understand a win is a win. He's eating better than everybody else in the kingdom, even though he's not allowed to do anything until it dries up. That play clock got almost down to zero. And then God said in the play and said, listen, Elijah, now I need you to go on over here to this widow. And I need you to go over there and I need you to ask her to give you a drink because she's going to look after you. And so Elijah goes over there and he meets this widow. And here's the trip about God. Elijah rolls up on the woman and says, can you give me a drink? And she says, no problem, I can give you a drink. He said, while you at it, why don't you give me something to eat too? And she tells him, sir, I can give you the water, but all I got left is enough bread and oil for me and my son to eat tonight. And then tomorrow, we're going to die. She's that broke. We got enough to eat tonight. You know what I'm saying? She's on that last can of beans. There's nothing in the fridge but baking soda. That's it. No butter, no nothing. It's just baking soda, and in the freezer it's worse. It's just a battery. That's all she's got in there is a battery, nothing else. She's got nothing left in here to eat. So, sir, I'll give you some water because the water's still on, but all I got is enough food for me and my son to eat, and we're going to die tomorrow. Let me understand this, God. You send me to somebody that's supposed to take care of me. And they need to be taken care of. Because I can see that she needs help. I can see that she's in lack. I can see that every time dinner time is coming around, that we just got better. And this is the trip. Because a miracle happens, and Elijah, as long as he's there, they always have enough to eat, Mark, but they just have enough to eat. They don't have no excess. There's no extra bread to go sell so they can make more money. Every night, the play clock is dwindling down to zero, and we got just enough for you, me, and my son to eat. That's all we got to do. And God, this is the victory formation that you got me in. This is how I'm going to get to victory, living like this, dealing with this, struggling like this, having just barely enough month after month after month with no surplus. This the play? This how we win? This how we get to where you're trying to take? I don't know. I don't know if you know how to coach, God. I'm not questioning you per se. I'm just simply asking, where's the consistent, reliable, stable flow at? That's what I'm asking. You took me where we had it over here to where we barely got enough. And you want me to help her while she's supposed to be helping me. And we neither one of us can help ourselves. And somehow we in victory formation. We can find ourselves so focused on the play clock that we can miss the fact that God has protected and has provided us ever since he stepped us into this victory formation. Yes. You have not missed a single thing that you actually need the entire time. Sure, you don't have what you want, but you have not missed a single thing that you actually need, and you've been doing the bare minimum to get it. But we'll miss that. They had enough every night. But because we wasn't in overflow, we have a hard time with this. We have an issue staying in the victory formation. And again, like I said, as long as you run the play, as long as you do the most simplest of things, and as long as you continue to listen to the coach that's sending the play in, you're gonna win. But we just don't like how the way God is getting us there. We're not used to what victory formation can sometimes look like, which is God getting you there with just the bare minimum. But the point of the matter is, you're going to win as long as you stay there. Here's the trip about the victory formation. The other team can't do anything. When the offense comes out and they know they can get in the victory formation, that is a signal to the other team. You can't do anything. It is a na. You lost. We're just waiting for the ref to blow the whistle. You lost. It's over. However, there is a way for you to still lose the game. And that's if you take yourself out of victory formation. It's the only way you can lose. God has set it up by the rules. He's already said, he spoke it out. Therefore, everything has to obey him and everything's going in flow. The only way you can blow this and not win is if you take yourself out of the victory formation. And I know what y'all saying. Why in the world would anybody just give up a victory? You got it won in the bag. It's over with. Why in the world would you ever just come out of victory when you got it guaranteed? But let me tell you why, because we've all done it. There's several things that take us out of victory formation, and we take ourselves out of it by utilizing it. Let's go to the first one. Let's talk about pride. That one right there. Pride. That one right there. Pride will get you out of victory formation, because if you've ever played in a football game, when the other team knows they can't win, they're not happy. They're not happy about it. They have to still do the game, though. They still got to line up for the play and act like they're going to do something when they can't do anything. You know how frustrating that is to know that there's nothing you can do, but I still got to act like I can do something? And when you've done this before and you stood in these trenches, let me tell you, you've never been disrespected like you have when you're in victory formation in front of another team that know they about to lose. When I tell you, you get called all kinds of things. things. There's other people of other nationalities call you all kind of racial slurs. They start talking about your mama and your grandma and your girlfriend. They bring up everything they can. For those that play video games, they get mad at you. Really? That's how you're going to play? Oh, you're going to be a punk like that? You just going to take a knee? Oh, see, if it was me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I'll keep running the ball on you. I'll let you know that you can't. But if that's how y'all going to punk out, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even going to let us get a try to play. And they say all this stuff, and they go off in all of these particular things and whatnot, and your pride can rear up enough to where you fool yourself to prove a point, to come out of your victory formation, to prove a point to some people that you already got victory over, to prove a point to a situation that you already got victory over, to prove a point to somebody that you ain't ever gonna see again. That was what kept me from tripping, Stefan, was that when else I realized I'm never gonna see this dude again. I don't know you, number 28. I'm never gonna see you again. We don't go to the same school. I don't even know your name. I'm never going to see you again, sir. Why do I care what you're saying to me? Exactly. My mama's beautiful. I don't know. You've never seen her. I don't know what you're saying. But let me make it plain. Let me get you there. Let me get you there. Because in victory formation, sometimes you don't like how you look. I can't be seen looking like this. I can't go out like this. I'm on the bus. Come on. I'm on the bus. Grown. On the bus. And people, I know, because I'm on the bus and I can see them. People are in their cars, and I know they're looking at me. I don't know how I know they're looking at me, but I know they're looking at me. And I know they're laughing at me because I'm on the bus. And somehow a whole thing is going out on Facebook in my mind telling everybody that I'm on the bus. So everybody that's passing me by somehow knows I'm on the bus. Everybody that looks up at the bus, they know it's me. And they're looking at me saying, how you get here? What happened to you? How you on the bus? Yes, I'm on the bus. God, this is my victory formation? Yes, it is. Because you're on the bus and you're saving money while you're on your way to work to make more money. That's what a win's a win. I'm saving money on my way to make more money. A win is a win. That's a victory formation even on the bus. I'm on my way back to school and I'm in my 30s and 40s, God. I'm sitting here with 19 and 20-year-olds and whatnot, and they're trying to be my study partner, and I'm old enough to be their mama or old enough to be their daddy, and they want to be study partners with me. And this is my victory formation, Lord? Absolutely it is, because you're on your way back to a better career, to better options, to financial stability, or you're on your way to your purpose. A win is a win. You're in victory formation. God, they are playing in my face. They are playing in my face. They are playing in my face, and you won't let me fire back at them. This is victory formation, letting these people play in my face when they know I just got saved. That's the only reason they're playing in my face like this. And you telling me not saying nothing back to them is victory formation? Absolutely, because I'm building restraint in you. I'm building self-control in you. I'm building long-suffering in you. I'm building endurance in you. I'm building love in you. Love for people that don't even love you back. And while I'm doing all that, just as a bonus, I'm building your testimony of what God can do with a pop-off, what Jesus can do with a live wire, what Jesus can do with a clapbacker, what Jesus can do with a loudmouth, what Jesus can do when you got the right one, what Jesus can do when you messed around and found out, and yet they didn't find anything out at all because God shut my mouth. This is what God, yes, you are winning. A win is a win. This is victory formation. God, I've been alone ever since I left that relationship you told me to leave.
It's all right.
And that was back when there was a 2 and a 0 in the front of the year. For some of us, a 1 and a 9. But I digress. I've been alone ever since I left that relationship that you told me to leave. Yep. By myself. Yep. I love it when I have support. Mom, you're welcome. You're welcome here anytime. Whatever seat you want, I'll move people out the way for you. You're telling me being alone like this, I'm in victory formation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you and God ain't never been closer in your life. That's good.
Yes, God. Yes.
You and the Lord ain't never talked this much in your entire life. Look at you. Look at you listening. Look at you praying. Look at you doing devotionals. Look at your streaks on your Bible app. You up to 400 streaks in a row. It actually matters to you. Look at you journaling. Look at what you got going on. Doing it all by yourself and sometimes with tears in your eyes. You're trying to tell me that this is victory formation? Yes, a win is a win. Do not forfeit your victory because of your pride. Impatience.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Impatience. See, here's the thing. In the victory formation, there's a time limit. Most people don't get in victory formation until there's 2 minutes left in the game. Now, on the game clock, it says 2 minutes. All my fellas that watch football know that last 2 minutes lasts about 15 minutes of real time. It's like 15, all these commercials and all these timeouts and all these reviews and all this other stuff. It was supposed to be an easy 2 minutes, and it took 15 minutes to finish the game. And so we can find ourselves getting impatient, like, Lord, come on, what are we doing? Let's get rolling. This person is getting ahead of me. They're getting behind. God, I need to do something. But the Lord says, be still before the Lord, wait patiently for him, and do not fret when people succeed their way. He's saying they're doing it their way, you're doing it mine. And my way, I need you to just simply receive the ball and take a knee.
Yeah.
Impatience can cause you to take yourself out of victory formation, make you lose your victory. These next two are real bad. Running your own play. Because we know how to run our own life, Tanya. It's not like we've never messed up our life before. We're batting 1,000. Every decision we've made have turned out golden. That's why we're here right now, standing where we're standing, because we have never messed up a single decision of our entire life. We know what we're doing. We're going to run our own play. You start running your own play, and you start doing your own thing, because you're looking around, and you done figured out how to outsmart your situation. God's telling you, I need you to work right here. And you telling God, but the homie got a side hustle for that I can do over here. And I can basically work 16-hour days, make double the money, Lord. I can make double the money. We can get there twice as fast. I'm still with you, God, but we just gonna get there twice as fast. I done figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Don't work, but no. I got a better play, God. No one's supposed to take a knee, but they not expecting this. They not gonna see this one coming. I got this one right here in the back. Watch me, God. Watch me work. Look. You're gonna be so proud of me. Oh, you're gonna be so proud of me. Hebrews 4:15 says, we don't have a high priest who is unable to empathize with our weaknesses. You are dealing with a God that understands how you feel, understands how it feels to watch other people get ahead of you, understands how it feels to watch you have to repeat something, understands how it feels for you to have to sit there and be quiet when you know all I need, Lord, is for you to be, let me just be in my flesh for just 10 minutes. I'll get them right. I promise you, I'll get them right, and I'll never have to return again. 10 good minutes in my flesh, they'll never do that again. Just please let me do my own thing for a second. It says, but he has been tempted in every way, but he did not sin. Jesus is our coach, and he's been here before. And because he has not sinned, that means he's beaten whatever it is that you're looking at, whatever it is you're dealing with, whatever it is you're fighting with, wherever it is you find yourself, Christ has already beat it. So therefore, he's trying to help you to beat it as well. I know how to beat this thing. I've already done it. Just listen, receive the ball.
Come on now. Come on.
Just take a knee. You're in victory formation. Quit trying to find the better play and just run the play I gave you. Because you're in victory formation. And the most dangerous of them all, in my opinion, is fighting with a beaten opponent. Matthias, I've seen this with my own eyes. I've seen a team up 3 touchdowns, got the game won in victory formation. They take a knee, and the other team say something, and they say something back. They go back in the huddle. They come back again to run that play again, and they get ready, and they take a knee, and then the other team pushes one of the other players. Come on now. I can't be no punk. You can't push me. I got to push you back. And then they push each other. And then one of them stole on one of them. And then the other one stole on another one. And now we got a whole full-out brawl and a whole melee going on in the middle of the field. And the referee, by rule, has to now call the game a forfeit. So the team that was going to lose, they were going to lose no matter what. So a forfeit don't matter nothing to them. But the team that was going to win, oh, they was losing it, tripping with the referees. And the ref says, why did y'all fight with them? You had the game won. God is letting you know, why are you picking up stuff I've already broken you free from? Why are you going back to places I've already taken you out of? Why are you still dealing with stuff, dabbling with stuff, playing with stuff, picking up stuff, messing with stuff, looking at stuff, grabbing stuff that I've already pulled you up out of? Why are you playing and fighting with a beaten opponent? The enemy has no time outs left. Your victory cannot be stopped unless you decide to fight with somebody that you didn't already beat. Fight with something that you have already beat. And now you have forfeited the victory that was guaranteed to be yours.
Oh, that's good.
Elijah, at the end of our story, mind you, 3 years from chapter 17 to the end of chapter 18, Elijah, at the end of our story, has the showdown with the prophets of Baal. It's an 850 v1, Matthias. I don't think anybody's ever done that before. That's some anime stuff. 850 versus 1. Crazy work. But he says, get them all up here. Bring all the people up here. We're going to have a showdown. And they build these 2 altars. And he says, this is what we're going to do. Y'all, 850 of y'all going to call out to y'all God. And I'm going to call out to my God. And whichever God sets their altar on fire, that's who's the real God.
Okay. Let's do it.
And I'm going to let y'all go first. We in overtime. Sudden death, y'all go first, right? It's 850 of y'all. Y'all gonna need some time. And they go off. They go off. They do everything. They shouting, they yelling, they praying, they dancing, they doing everything they supposed to be doing, all this crazy stuff. And then Elijah's just sitting there like, maybe he's asleep. Maybe y'all need to yell louder. Maybe he's busy. I don't know, but ain't nothing happening. So they go even harder. They yelling, they jumping up and down. They start cutting themselves, because that's what they do. They start cutting themselves. They bleeding all over the place, this, that, and the third. Elijah lets them go almost the whole day with nothing. Then Elijah says, all right, my turn. And he comes over, and in the middle of a drought, this is the coldest part to me. This is the coldest. This is the coldest part to me.
It's good.
3 years into a drought, he says, pour some water. Pour some water on this thing. God's gonna set on fire. I want it wet. God likes to set wet things on fire. Y'all don't know that about him. And then he says, pour some more water on it. He does this 3 times. Pour some more water on it in the middle of a drought. I can only imagine the people was out there thirsty, like, bro, what are we doing? Give me the water. In the middle of a drought. Yeah. And he prays. And God sets that thing on fire. And so everybody loses it. And they start saying God is the real God, and Ahab says God's the real God, and Elijah's like, duh. Yeah. And so he says, I want y'all to kill him, kill all of them, because they lost. It was sudden death. I told y'all this was sudden death. So you lost, so you gotta die. So he kills him. And most people thinks that's the victory. Back in chapter 17, God said what was on the table was rain. It's not gonna rain until I tell you to tell them it's gonna rain. And he didn't say anything about rain until he won and did all this stuff. And so then Elijah comes out and for the last time, Stefan runs the victory formation. Because he goes down on his knees and he puts his head between his knees and he prays to God and he asks God to send some rain. And then after all of that, he sends somebody to go look for the rain 7 times. This is what I need y'all to catch. So many of y'all are right there. You're right at the end. You've endured all this other stuff while keeping your mouth closed, while showing up and doing your job, while being a good parent, while following all the rules, while not sullying your name, without taking a shortcut, with not cheating on your taxes, without you've been doing all the things again and again and again, taking a knee and taking a knee and taking a knee. He sent that guy back 7 times before he was able to look out and said, look, here comes the rain. It's black with all these clouds. And then he tells the king, you need to get up out of here unless you're going to get caught up in this rain that's getting ready to go down right here. But it was 3 years from victory formation to actual victory.
Wow. Wow.
The victory was done and belonged to Elijah 3 years ago. He did not get to the game clock being at 0000 until 3 years later. It's important for you to know that because the victory is already yours, because it already belongs to God and you belong to him. And so therefore, vicarious is coming straight to you. But for so many of you, the issue that you're having is you just don't know. All you're doing is waiting for the clock to run out. He don't need to tell you again. He don't need to say it again. He don't need to show you again. All you're doing is waiting for the clock to run out. Because God is doing all the real work.
Yeah.
This whole story, God does the real work. The drought, Elijah didn't do that. The bread and meat from barrenness, Elijah didn't do that. At some point, he resurrects his widowed son. Elijah didn't do that. Fire from the sky, Elijah didn't do that. Rain after 3 years, Elijah did not do that. God is doing all the real work. He just needs you to receive and to submit. All he needs you to do is run the play I've given you. He does all of the hard work for you, and there's a reason why. Because God wants everybody to know that anybody can run the victory formation. Let me get my fellas up here again. Anybody. Y'all slide up a little bit. Absolutely anybody can run the victory formation. Y'all get in close. Y'all can do what y'all did before and take me. Here you go. Absolutely anybody. Latanya, you ever played tackle football with gear on and a real game with boys? You know what I mean? Like full helmet.
I play with boys, but not.
So you've never done the victory formation before, is what you're saying. Okay, I know you got the baby, but I need you to bring the baby. It's fine. Bring the baby.
You know how heavy?
Well, whichever. Because I need y'all to understand, anybody can do this. Because God will say, you haven't owned this home yet. You're supposed to be back here because you're the quarterback. God will say, you don't qualify for this loan. God will say that you need to call that financial person and see what they say. God will say, I know that you don't qualify for that house, and there's no reason in this kind of market that you're supposed to be able to get this because you've never been here before. You've never run anything. But all I need you to do is take the play I just gave you and receive, give it a ball, and just take a knee. That's all I need you to do. You ain't never, it don't matter how long it takes you to get there. I just need you to get down there. That's all I need you to do in order for you to receive what it is I have for you. Why? Because anybody can run.
Wait.
Anybody can run.
1, 2, 3.
The victory formation. Absolutely anybody.
A win is a win.
A win is a win. Cat, you ever played football before?
Yeah, your turn, Cat.
Tackle football? So you've never ran the victory formation? You don't know you ran? See, because sometimes we don't realize we done ran the victory formation before. We don't realize that we've done this before. We don't know that we've been here. Because sometimes what God can also do is God can say, well, you've done something like this, but you've never done this before. Because you didn't had 2 babies. You've had 2 babies, a boy and a girl. You know what this takes. You've been here before. But every once in a while, God will say, I'm going to put you in a position. You're going to have the 3rd one. That's done. That's already done. It's going to happen no matter what. But it's going to be in a way you've never received it before. She's going to come a little bit early. And I don't want you to freak out, anything like that. I don't want you to be worried. All I want you to do is just get ready to receive the ball with this baby and just simply take a knee.
I got it.
Just simply take a knee. That's all God is looking for you to do. In this thing that we have going on, when we're talking about a victory formation, God is going to do all the hard work. He just needs you to run
Thank you,
the
Lord.
play.
Thank you, God.
And I want to encourage so many of y'all on tonight. Thank you, fellas.
Thank you, ladies.
And ladies. So many of you. Hear me when I say this, because it bothered me when he said it to me, how heavy he said it. He said, so many of you, victory has already been declared in your name. Meaning, you're already inside the 2-minute drill.
Right.
Meaning, what he has you got going on right now is you're in the victory formation. And you're going to win. It's just a simple matter of time.
Yes.
And so I need for you to be encouraged to not take yourself because of your pride,
Right.
because of your impatience, because of you thinking you know a better way, and because of you foolishly going back messing with stuff that God has told you you're done with.
Yes.
I need you to know, don't take this victory out of God's hands, because that's where he has you. You and the victory are both in his hands, and the only way you can lose this thing is for you to forfeit it yourself. For you to take yourself out of the victory formation that he has you in.
Yes.
Because victory is yours. Because it belongs to him.
Yes.
And it's just a matter of time. And so tonight, I do want to encourage some of you that have been going through a very long 2-minute drill. For some of you, your 2-minute drill is like Elijah. You've been here 3 years.
Right.
It's something that was supposed to be done in 4 months.
Right.
You've been here for 5 years. It's something that was only supposed to take 10 months. You've been here all year. And this was only supposed to take 2 weeks. You've been doing the same cycle
Again and again and again, because I need you to understand. Sometimes we think the same cycle it means that we're going the wrong direction. Let me rephrase this one more time. When you're in the victory formation, you run the exact same play again and again and again until the time runs out. You stick to the plan that he gave you. But I can understand how frustrating and maddening that can be when I have talent and I have skills and I have knowledge and I have resources and I have people telling me what I should be doing and what I could be doing and what I need to be doing. And I'm sitting here trying to do what God is telling me to do, and it looks like I'm in the same spot. I want to encourage you. And so if that's you on tonight, I want to pray for you because your pastor understands. I was a workaholic. I truly believe I was Jamaican somewhere in my life.